What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the EAFC Career Mode. It's the season finale in episode number 19 as Luton Town have guaranteed survival, but the question is, can we finish in the top 10? Yep, going for it this season after our collapse last year at the end. Hopefully we can pull it off. So can I just say as well guys, it's the finale today. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having with YouTube right now. I don't know where it's coming through in the videos. I really hope it is. But the feedback from you guys has been amazing. I'm really enjoying this save. And just in general, this is the first time in a long time where I've really felt like YouTube is just, I'm just in flow right now. I'm loving it. So yeah, let's crack on today. Our final two games, away against Crystal Palace first, our final away day where we could jump into the top 10 with a win. Let's see if we can pull this off. Come on, Luton Town. We might be safe, but Palace definitely aren't. They may be heading down to the Championship. We've got a few players I wouldn't mind picking up from their team as well. Joachim Anderson, you know, he can score those lovely volleys, of course. We saw that at Old Trafford last weekend. They've got Uzuni up top. He could certainly help our goal scoring problems. He gets denied there by Muric early. They've lost Eze, but Mark Gahey is still there as well. So if Palace do go down, which is likely, I certainly wouldn't be against picking up a few of their star players. Still 0-0 here though. And we are so tight defensively. The difference that Kilman and Robert, I think you've got to say Muric as well, have made to this team has just been, it's night and day in comparison to last year where we were shipping like 2, 3, 4 goals every game. Here we go. Here we go. That's on that. That's on. That's onside. Oh! Really like this guy, man. Seriously. Yes, okay, only 3, but he is really physical, and he's got flair as well. And I do prefer him on that left-hand side, man. What a baller this guy could be at full potential. Oh yeah, right on cue. This dude, man, such a sick signing. Watch that through ball. Yes. This guy is as safe as ours, man. The difference he's made to our back line is night and day. Duke with the pace. Game. Going for that top 10. And we don't want to bottle it now. Duke once again, man. He's not a striker, he's a left winger. Yep, that'll do me. Final away day top 10 quest continues. I think we win the final day at home and we might just sneak into it. Oh, and right before the final game. This is so frustrating. Like, seriously, why can't you just tell your youth players, wait until the new season, then I'll give you a pro deal. Not now, because you know that potential is likely to decrease. But I can't do anything about this, unfortunately. If I ignore them, they'll just walk out, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, Back, who, to be fair, is probably my most exciting young prospect. He wants a deal, so I'll promote him. Who was the other one? Was it Donaldson? Or what was the other one? Donaldson, yeah, Donaldson and Marks, the other two, who, to be fair, also do look pretty good as well. So what I'll do is I'll promote all 3 now, because if I leave them, they'll all just walk out and I'll lose them. We'll promote them now, and I'll add them straight to the loan list. So as soon as this new season begins, hopefully they'll go out on loan. Before we do that though, quick look at the potential of those players. Donaldson shows great potential, so I'll add him to the loan list. I might actually look to cash in on this guy in the summer, to be fair. Only 59 rated. I guess I'll wait and see what his potential is. But the other two, Back, who I'm really excited about, and Marks. Marks also shows great potential, so I'll add him to the loan list as well. But as for Back, exciting prospect. Really good young player, this one here. He looks like a great driving force through the middle. So, yeah, I'm going to loan him out as well for the new season. And I know some of you guys have been saying, Docs, what you doing, man? Check out Gabriel Long. Show us the stats, man. This guy is balling out right now at St Mary's. Okay, alright, I've kept him there for the realism, but whilst it is a 2-year loan deal, I'm thinking in the summer I might cut it short. If Southampton get to the Premier League, I might keep him out there, but it's 77 rated with his stats. I want him back in my team for next year. He looks unbelievable. So, final day, slightly more dramatic than last season, to be fair. Gunners can win the title with a win, but if they slip up and Man City win, instead Guardiola's side win the title again. Villa have wrapped up Champions League football. Even though we've beaten them every single time, they're beating everyone else. And Spurs could sneak into the top 4 on the final day. Though Liverpool realistically just need the point. Chelsea can't make Europe now. We can finish in the top 10, but only if we win the final game over to Brighton. Failure to do that, and we'll stay in the bottom half. The lowest we can finish is 12, so big improvement on last season. As to the bottom 3, Palace have gone down now, but 4 teams battling to avoid those final 2 spots between the Blaze, the Canaries, the Cherries, and Borough as well. So who is joining Palace in the Championship next season? So final day, again, only a win gives us a chance at the top 10. I really want it. Let's see if we can put it off on match day 38. Yeah, normally on the final day, if there's nothing to play for in terms of like European football or silverware or whatever, I'll be like, oh, you send off, you send off to some of the boys here. But not this time, man. I've worked too hard for this. Not this time, man. I want that top 10 place. Lockyer for sure, yeah, captain, but it's Coxfire's over. Not this season. I want that top 10. I've worked too hard for Reece Burke and Tim Krul to cock this up for me now. Do you know what I mean? I've worked too hard for this, man. Sorry, but you're going to leave without getting a proper goodbye, because this is important to me, man. I want this. We're becoming like a new Brighton, I feel. So we've got to be a bit ruthless here. O'Hare. As a dig. Easy save. Easy. Easy. Watch that man. I see him. I see him. You see him. Yes, there we go. That is something. I'm not really one for giving tips this year because I'm not very good at decaying, for being honest. But just making sure you mark up that free man close to the ball carrier that's cutting inside with possession. If you do that, they're always waiting to offload the ball to a teammate. But if you don't give them the space to do so, eventually you'll be able to stick out a leg and make the tackle. And that has really helped me improve my defence this year. Well, that is going to do it. No top 10 finish. But to be fair, I mean, that is something that I really hope you look into. Are you kidding me? Amazing end to the season. Far better than last year. And a record high for the club as well. And yet you're going to boo me? Really? Come off it. Fair weather fans, man. Casuals. Casuals. They're the sort of bring a drum into the stadium. I'll remember you, and I'll remember all of you when we're in Europe. Won't be next season, but still a good finish for Luton this year, no doubt about it. So finally, table, Arsenal champions, 5 clear of Manchester City, Liverpool and Aston Villa wrapping up the top 4. Spurs in the Europa League alongside Manchester United, with Newcastle finishing in the Conference League. Chelsea, Brighton and West Ham make up the top 10, and we just missed out, but a club record high, 11th place with 51 points on the board. A marked improvement on last year, if nothing too crazy, as we do finish just outside the top 10, but far better than last season. In the end, the bottom 3, as you'll see, were the Borough, the Blades and Crystal Palace as well, as Norwich and Bournemouth do escape on the final day. Wow, look at that. Norwich beating Sheffield United at Carrow Road to survive in the final day as well. Seriously though, only 36 goals conceded all season long. That is amazing. That is literally the joint second best in the division. Problem is, we only scored 33, and that is the worst of everyone. So, perspective, I guess. And that's why it won't surprise you to see not a single Luton Town representative in the top scoring charts, where Cody Gakpo won the Golden Boot, finishing 1 ahead of Gabriel Jesus. Tammy Abraham in 3rd, Nunez, Spurs now in 4th, and NSU now in 5th as well. Haaland, only 18. Is the Highland hype over? I guess we'll see. Grealish's teammate did win the assist title though with 10. Do we get any Luton representatives? Surely. Cox and O'Hare. Surely they were great this year. Cox with 6, Adebayo with 5, and O'Hare with 5 as well, to be fair. So 3 in the end, right towards the bottom. But as I did mention, Muric, Golden Glove winner with 17 this season. I know I slagged him off a lot, but the stats speak for themselves. Net positive, and a great step up on Kaminsky and Krul. And as for the team of the season, 2 more Luton representatives. Both in the back line like Lockyer last season. Ryan Giles at left back and Connor Roberts at right back. Good seasons for both, but I think once again a little bit generous personally. As for the cups this year, Carabao Cup won by Liverpool, beating Nottingham Forest in the final. And as for the FA Cup, just like last season, we ended up being beaten by the winners. Newcastle's wait for a major honour finally ended, beating Arsenal in a thrilling 5-goal final. And as for the Championship, I always say take these tales with a pinch of salt, but Leeds have beaten Leicester's record they set last season of points of 114, winning the title, back in the Premier League after a 2-year absence. Wolves are going up with them, and it'll be one of Forest, Burnley, Southampton or West Brom joining them in the Premier League. Conference League is massive, as we all know, and this year the winners were TSG Hoffenheim beating Roma in the final. And as for the Europa League, no English team reaching the Final Four this time around, and it was Galatasaray who of course beat Manchester United the other night in the Champions League, this time winning the Europa League. And as for the Champions League, I'd like to show you a full overview of what happened this season. As you'll see in Group B, Leipzig and Man City making it through, with Liverpool and Atletico making it through Group C. Real Madrid and Juve through Group D, Bayern and Besiktas in Group E. Wow, Manchester United finishing bottom of that group there. Wow. Group F, Milan and Bayer Leverkusen. Group G, Inter and Arsenal. And in Group H, Paris Saint-Germain and Dortmund. And as for the knockout stages, as you will see in the last 8, Arsenal, the last English side remaining, were knocked out. And in the end, Harry Kane's decision to leave Spurs was a worthy one. Bayern beat Barca in the final as he captures that Champions League at his new club. Fair play. And as we take one final look at the academy for this season, obviously we'll be sending our scouts out again at the very start of next season. Still looking really, really good. I'd say the best talents now are Jorgensen, this young Norwegian centre forward who looks really, really solid. And also Malcolm Cameron, this young centre half with Scotland. Not the tallest, to be fair, so slight concern about that, but otherwise totally fine. Hey, you know we love a short king. And Bartek as well, a young Polish striker, possibly looking up to Robert Lewandowski, looks pretty decent as well. It's still looking pretty good. A few players here I'm not sure are going to make the cut, but still a few that are really good standout youngsters. And we've also seen as well 2 more loan deals here. One for Lewis Donaldson, FC Andorra. Come on lads, Gerard Piqué, see something in him. Maybe see something in him like he saw something in himself. Young centre-half going to Andorra. I'd love that. And back will be joining one of our other youngsters going out on loan to FC Copenhagen in Denmark. And as we take one final look at the squad in the team management screen, I think for next season, already thinking of transfers, our defence tightened up so well this year. And with Muric winning the Golden Glove and our 2 fullbacks making the team of the season, that speaks for itself. But for me, I would say we need a long-term replacement for Nakamba, and Reed Valley's just come in as well. You know, Pelly's also getting on, not going to get any better now at 31. As for Ainsley at 27, can he get much better? Probably not. So I think for next year, I do want to score more goals, no doubt about it, but also at DM as well. I want a class new DM to come in and give our front 4 even more freedom to attack. But yeah, great progression from our team this year. Again, we're up to 4-star this season now. And for next year, I want, at the end of the summer window, for our team to be rated 4.5-star as we look to make the next jump up to a certified top 10 team for next season. And that's why, as we look at the stats, 2 players are going to leave on frees come the end of the season. Amari Bell and Tim Krul. No one decided to pick them up on frees, but I don't think either of them will be staying. I don't mind Amari Bell, to be fair, as a backup for Ryan Giles. To be fair, I might keep Amari. Decent stamina, but Tim Krul's definitely going for sure. Mate, he's gone. Like, if Tim Krul's still here next season, I'm not staying, let's just say that. But Muric, what a signing coming in from Burnley. I know I slagged him off a bit, but 17 clean sheets and a Golden Glove speaks for itself. Brilliant signing coming in from the Clarets. Wood's grown 6 ratings out on loan at the Hawthorns. Andrew's got up by 2, and Peter's got up by 3 as well. Ryan Giles, team of the season this year, 17. All of our 17 clean sheets when Ryan was in the starting 11. Mr. Consistent, barely missed a game for us. Only 1 Premier League game he missed this season. Played every single one. Don't know how much better he can get, but a class player in this team. Moving forward, you've got the captain who just played his final season for the club. He's joining Brentford for next season, so fine letting him go. And Burke is definitely going to go as well. Dan Ballard grew 4 ratings this year as well. So as good as Max Kilman was, I think you've got to give his partner some credit as well. Up 4 ratings this year now, 80 overall, looking really solid, hitting his prime. But as for Max, definitely, in my opinion, the player of this season. The main reason why our defense tightened up so much, bringing him in for a club record fee in the summer, worth every single penny. This guy is my player of this season. Cashin, now becoming a squad player in this team. Not sure he'll stay for next season, but I'd like to keep him, to be fair, with Lockyer and Burke due to go. So I'd like to keep him as a squad player at the very, very least, as Mackenzie's growing 3 ratings out there in the Netherlands. Connor Roberts coming in from Burnley again, Mr. Consistent, just like Ryan Giles, barely missed a game, playing 36 to 38 Premier League games and kept a clean sheet in all of our clean sheet Premier League games. Does that make sense? Every time we get to clean sheet, Connor Roberts is part of the back 4. Brilliant signing coming in from Burnley, even if he didn't get a single goal or assist. Defensively, he was solid. Hero Reedval, brilliant pickup on a free transfer, 3 assists in 19 again, now 28 years old. Probably not going to get any better, but as a good little squad CM for next season, I like him. And as for Nakamba, don't know if he'll be staying for another full year. He's got 1 year left on his deal, 31.5 grand a week. I might let him go in the summer elsewhere. I don't know. I like him, solid, but I might let him go elsewhere. Onyedima's going to Argentina, as we know. Pelly is definitely staying for next year. Great squad CM to have, and I love this guy for his hard-working, hustling, dirty work style of play. Maitland-Niles came in, didn't play as much as I planned to play him, but still 18 games for the season, and he was okay, I suppose, really, with 3 assists in 17 games. Campbell's going, as we know. The boss, Barkley. Well, the injury really messed him up, didn't it? He was hitting his stride, then he went down with a broken metatarsal, and he never really bounced back. After that, came back into the team, but never got another goal or assist. Has he played his final games for Luton Town? He'll have 1 more year left in him, at 31 years old. Well, I never would have thought I'd be looking at cashing in the summer, but with Gabriel Long due to come back next season, maybe I will. Or maybe I'll keep him for 1 more final year. I guess we'll see. Callum O'Hare, great pickup from the Sky Blues, man. Really great budget buy. 5 assists and 2 goals in the Premier League, including those 2 against Aston Villa, if you remember, which is probably the turning point of our season, where we finally beat Aston Villa, and he scored both of those goals in that game. They're up to 2 to 76 overall. Joel Cox, the short king, coming on leaps and bounds, up 5 ratings to 71 overall now. 5-star, developing absolutely brilliantly, and the stats speak for themselves. 8 goals and 7 assists in 29 appearances in all competitions, all across the board. The only reason why this guy doesn't play as much is because his stamina is still reasonably low at 62. Other than that, there is no negative to this guy, man. He's balling out and still just 18 years old. Marks is going out on loan as he's back for the new season. Chong! I've been trying hard to get this guy to work for me, whether I play him through the middle, whether I play him slightly further CAM or on the wing. It's just not working. I don't know whether I'll keep him for next season. No one's met that release clause, to be fair, which kind of speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? But I guess we'll have to wait and see. He might stay for another year, or I might cash in. I'm not too sure. But Gabriel Long, no, I think I'm going to recall him from Southampton for next year, man. I mean, up 11 ratings to 77 overall. He's balling out on the South Coast of St Mary's. For next year, I think I'm going to bring him back and give him competition for Barkley and O'Hare as well. He looks such a baller, man. He's rapid as well. I've got to bring him back for next year and cut that 2-year loan deal short. Ogbene didn't really play much this season. Might let him go in the summer with just 1 year left on his deal. Carlton Morris the same. I know he got me 2 goals in 14 and 3 in 17. And for limited game time, that's not bad. But only 1 year left on his deal. I might let him go in the summer. Adebayo, the guy that dips for weeks on end and then comes back when we need him the most, did it for the 2nd straight year. 11 goals in 33, averaging 1 in every 3, and 5 assists as well, to be fair, for Elijah, as he came back towards the end where we really needed him the most. I was impressed by Duke, to be fair, as well, coming in on deadline day for £11 million. 4 goals and 3 assists in 13 in the Premier League and growing 2 ratings as well. We went into the negotiation with Aberdeen blind, not knowing how good this guy was. not knowing what he was worth. In the end, we got a steal at £11 million, man. What a great pickup from Aberdeen he was on deadline day. And that is that. As our squad overview comes to an end, we take one final look at the team sheet. Guys, in the comment section down below, let me know, where do we strengthen in the summer? Who are our transfer targets for the summer window as we look to kick on from an impressive second season in the Premier League, solidifying our place as a top tier team for next season? I want to be top 10 minimum. I want to keep the upward trajectory going and get ourselves into the top 10 for the end of next season. Thank you for watching Season 2, guys. If you have enjoyed it, plus the finale, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I will see you for the start of Season 3 with Luton Town's third year in the Premier League beginning at Kenilworth Road, where we'll look to strengthen our team with some transfers as well. Have a great day. Much love. And I'll see you for a brand new season very soon.